Hello, aviation enthusiast munchkitty. I've heard you've been wondering, how is business class in Cathay Airways nowadays? Let me take you from beautiful Hong Kong to beautiful Shanghai, and our first stop is Cathay Pacific Business Class Lounge. I was totally devastated that morning, and I was puffy and hungry and not in my best mood, but Cathay Pacific made it better. The lounge is absolutely huge, and I really love the decor. It's very calming. The light is very low, so I'm not sure about the quality of my video. But what can you do? What I'm trying to say is that you feel pampered from the moment you cross the door. Or there's no door, but you know, the corridor. Really cozy. It was not overcrowded. There were quite a few people, but it was not like, you know, packed. And the food. I'm sure you already know that on Hongkongairport in the Pier Cathay Pacific Lounge, there is heaven for anybody wanting to eat Cantonese food. They are famous for their noodle station, but that's actually not what got me the most. We had obviously a lot of options, and the main ones were, yes, noodles of any kind. And for the lounge, they have also Hong Kong style roasted meat menu and some other small dishes and some dim sum. You know how I feel about dim sum, right? I failed because every time I wanted to film the food in the, you know, the public area, somebody wanted to grab something for themselves, so I was like, ah! I was dying. But you have to believe me that it smelled and it looked and it was yummy. First, let's eat something because I'm hungry. I got some fried noodles, vegetable bun, and sweet sesame paste bun. And then I decided I'm gonna film myself when I eat noodles for some reason. I should have think twice. And obviously we couldn't stop there. And the wonton mian was absolutely the best of everything that happened there. Oh, and there was a thief there too. Shumai were like, okay, but the wonton mian, it was honestly as good as you would get it somewhere in an OG restaurant in Poland. Obviously, for those who want some Western food, there are many options too. That I believe was more of a breakfast menu, but it's many different kinds. They have some focaccia, looked fancy, and even some like fancy Western, what it's called, cold cuts and stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't try the baked goods because I was so full after the noodles. Obviously, we couldn't survive without Hong Kong style milk tea. But after the food, what do we need? We need a dessert, right? But even though I completely loved the place, they really did me dirty with the danta. It was not what I expect from a danta, okay? But let's talk about the atmosphere of this place, because now we are in the tea house room and it was just so cute. I loved it. I think they had like dozen of different kinds of tea, and I think it was from jade tea if I'm correct. And they had more snacks than just the danta. They had like many traditional little munchies that you eat with tea, so it was absolutely amazing together. I think the walnut cookies were really yummy. But if you would get sleepy, then there was also a part of the lounge where you can actually lay down and have a nap. And obviously some showers, but I couldn't film there. So after all this eating, we just collapsed on a couch, and I think we still had a lot of time, so we even slept for a moment. And then we just watched the flying airplanes by the window. What? Watched? What? Watched airplanes flying by the window? Is that even English? Anyway, they also have coffee in the lounge, and I saw the lady making some cool ass latte art, but I don't know, I was just more into the Hong Kong style tea for that morning. So then we headed out to our flight. And I was super excited. That was my first time in Shanghai, and Shanghai has a lot of significance for us, okay? So I was really stoked, and next one will be vlog from Shanghai. Hopefully I'm gonna make it on time. But for now, let's take a look how business class in A330 with Cathay looks like. And it obviously looks good. It's spacious, it's pleasant, it's very clean. Even though it's not super duper new, it felt super duper new. Seriously. It has so much leg space. Can you see that? Can you see it? now let's take in some professional shots. So spacious again, soft pillow, and it was really like, it wasn't the newest plane, but it was very well preserved, and it goes completely flat as a bed, so that you can relax and enjoy your flight. Okay, very intuitive panel, all of the outputs you need. Lots of place for storage, lots of places, like I laid down all of my purse and like the camera and everything on the side. Their famous kiwi drink is worth the hype. It was super yummy and I kind of wanted to recreate it at home. Extensive menu for wine as well, but remember, stay hydrated on the flight. It's just, you know. Obviously, I ordered the Dudel's Cantonese fish. I don't really remember which I preferred more. I think the red one I preferred more, but they were both really yummy. And the rice, like the fried rice, obviously. And I felt they're really nice, but it was like a single sitting by the window, and then you have double sitting in the middle, and it's not a fully covered booth, so I felt like, oh, is it enough to not see other people? But actually it is perfectly like aligned and you cannot see anybody and nobody can see you, so the privacy is there. And then we took off and I was excited and I was waiting for the meal. But before that, I quickly skipped through their offer for the movies, and I really liked it. They had some really new movies like the Marty Supreme, and also a selection of Hong Kong movies, which is very important to me. And they had like some anime there, so it was really cool to go through it. I hope that the flight would be longer so I can watch more. And I don't regret anything, but I was unfortunately full after the lounge, so this was really yummy, but it was quite a lot of food after what I ate in the lounge. So it's good that I had some nice loose leaf green tea to help me with digestion. And for dessert, you get Häagen-Dazs, and if you are hungry, you can ask for one more. And with this sweet note, we arrived in Shanghai. If you'd like to see more of Shanghai with me, stay for the next video, subscribe and like and share, and hopefully we're gonna see each other. There is some things going on. A lot of food, for sure. Michelin starred and street food, anything that you need. Hopefully I see you in a beautiful Shanghai, and if you haven't seen already, we already have a vlog from Guangzhou on the channel, so see you around, and remember, drink water, munchkitty, alright? See you, bye bye.